Assalamu and hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope that you are all doing well. As you can tell by the introduction of my video, today I'm going to be talking about okra water. Now okra by itself has a lot of health benefits. It can be used for lowering A1C for those who are pre-diabetic. It could also be used for skin health, also used for in the third trimester for women who are pregnant to help with a smoother delivery. But for me, it's a little bit different. I am deciding to try okra water because I have been constantly seeing my cholesterol levels trending upwards for the last several years. As of today, my cholesterol sits above 300, and to provide you with a little bit of background, total cholesterol has components such as low density lipoproteins, or your bad cholesterol that gets stuck in the arteries, high density lipoproteins, or your good cholesterol, which helps to remove the low density lipoproteins or the bad cholesterol, the LDLs. And then you also have triglycerides, which makes up the rest of your total cholesterol. So for me, I have tried several things, including a vegetarian diet, a pescatarian diet, as well as being more diligent and consistent within the gym. However, there are other factors that might be at play here, including familial cholesterol, which I haven't completely gone into, but I'm kind of thinking that might have something to do with it. That being said, I have not started any medication for the high cholesterol. What I have done is I've tried red yeast rice a little bit, not too much, but I'm still trying to factor that into my diet. But I'm also thinking of trying this here today, okra water. So now I've prepared this okra water and I'm going to let it sit for 18 to 24 hours before I start to take it. Now, the thing with trying something new is consistency. Before even consistency is making sure you're okay to try it. Sometimes we see health topics that are trending, we want to jump on it, we want to try it, but this has been in my culture for years. Okra has been used in stew for many years by my ancestors. However, I have not been one to use it because of the mucilage, the slime factor. It's not really appealing to me, so I don't cook it in stews. Anything that draws, that is traditional to my culture, to my foods, anything that draws like okra, ewedu, you're not going to see me eat it, you're not going to see me make it. That's just not something I enjoy particularly. However, this is a little bit different here. Now that I know that my cholesterol values have not been going on the downward trend, I'm deciding to give it a try. So this is what I've made today. You saw me cutting it up. This has been I guess a long time in the making. I bought this okra from my local market. It's been in my fridge for about a week now because I've been hesitant because of the slime factor and what I'm going to do with it. But I figure I'm going to give it a try, and push come to shove, if I can't stand the slime factor, I might freeze them in ice cubes and then add them to my smoothie. But I'm going to give myself the opportunity to try it. You know, I'm going to give myself a moment to try it in the mornings for maybe every other day or twice a week. I'm not going to load up on it. You know, some people like to try it 5 days straight and then hopefully see results. That's not my goal here. My goal here is to be consistent in the sense that I'm going to try it every other day or twice a week, and then 6 months down the road, I'm going to go ahead and get lab work done again, because I've just got the lab work done. And if you know, sometimes health insurance won't always cover, frequent labs. So I'm going to give myself the opportunity to be consistent with this for about 6 months. I might see results. This might work sooner than expected. However, I'm going to give myself a 6-month period to be consistent with this and then get my labs drawn again. So a little bit of background on okra itself, because I already told you about cholesterol. So okra is a soluble fiber. It's a pectin, and which naturally helps to bind cholesterol in the gut and eliminate it through digestion. That is the point that I want to make here. It contains polyphenols and mucilage, which I spoke about earlier, and that helps to remove the LDL or reduce the LDL oxidation and improve our lipid profiles. There was a study in 2014 by the Journal of Food Processing and Technology that showed that it reduced cholesterol levels in participants consuming okra powder or extract. Now we're using the whole okra. We're using a whole fruit with no additives except for water. I decided to go with water, and that coconut water. I've heard coconut water also helps with flavor and digestibility and to be able to stomach the slime factor, the mucilage. However, I'm not so much of a big fan of coconut water, so I'm not going to use the coconut water. So I'm just going to use plain water and see how it goes tomorrow morning. So this is an 800 milliliter mason jar. I have about 12 okra inside this, cut up into pieces, and I just filled to the top with water. That's how I've seen it done, you know, when I did a little bit of a search, and that's what I'm going to try with first. We're going to see how it goes. I'm going to put this in the fridge, in the coldest part of my refrigerator, and then I'm going to take it in the morning. Now, in addition to that, I'm still going to continue to eat healthily, still going to continue to exercise, still going to continue the things that will help improve me overall with my health, including walking and weightlifting or doing weight-bearing exercises, and just being cognizant all around of my nutrition and what I'm eating and what I'm doing, because that's just going to help me further along this process. So I believe okra should be a supplement to everything that I'm doing, and hopefully it will help. So I'm interested to know, have any of you tried okra water? Are you using it on a daily basis? Why are you using it? Is it for skin health, pre-diabetes, diabetes, to prevent those disorders from popping up and creeping up into your life, or even cholesterol? I'm interested to know. So please leave a comment below and let me know how you're doing. If you've had labs drawn recently and how they're doing. I've read somewhere that, you know, people have had their cholesterol levels drop 100 to 200 points just by ingesting okra water. So I'm excited. I'm interested to know if it's worked for you, and hopefully it has. You know, we're all looking for ways to increase and improve our health, increase longevity and improve our health. So we're trying to use holistic and natural things within our capacity, within our means. So I do thank you for watching, and I shall see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.